Hey there, it's Patmos and welcome back for another episode with our Sapiens micromanaged game where we are kind of busy making sure that everything we need is supplied but also micromanaged, and we're doing okay on all the stuff that we need right here. We do need some dry flax, but as soon as this dries then we're good. And well, we have a ton of tools, which is helpful and handy. And we're even having tools with sticks on it, which makes them even better. But yeah, we have still a lot of jobs to do, of course. Now, we are down to only 46 Sapiens, which is a good number. But, well, you know, getting to 100 might make things a bit easier. And, of course, it will also help if we can do some more harvesting and things like that. Now, about that, we also need to do some planting, but we still lack most of the plants. We don't have any marigolds and stuff, and those are plants that we will need for medicines. So even though we do have some nice plants, it might actually be good. I think this is ginger, by the way, yeah, to start planting some extras so that we are fully prepared for what is to come soon. So let's just make sure that we, like, right now we have 46 Sapiens. If we get a virus in town, that can have a huge impact on the town. So making sure that we have a fully operational, functional garden with as many plants as possible is going to be very handy. Now, it is a bit of work to do all the planting. But that's where the nighttime comes in, because right now the game is speeding up towards the next morning. And while that is happening, I'm just going to tell them to plant some extra stuff. And then as soon as they do a bit of harvest, that's what they're gonna do. And at the same time, right now we're just doing this. But at the same time, soon enough, we can now go around to find all the extra stuff. Now, as we can see, we have way too many orders, but that's okay, because what I want to do is set this all up, give them the time to do all of this, while we go out trying to find some of the missing garden pieces. So, ooh, another tribe has been spotted. Let's slow down for a second. You know what? I'm going to pause for a second, because I don't want to lose those people. Extra people, especially now, are handy. And of course, the game will have a population boom at some point where we just have so much food that we can't probably feed everybody, or the game will start to struggle to spin all the orders around. That's why I really want a temporary way to get rid of some people. Like an expel button where we can just temporarily expel people for a while. I know that won't probably be in the base game, and I'm fine with that. But right now, since we have hardly any way of doing any birth and tribe size control, it will be very handy if we can get a tool that will help us do that, so that we at least can for now manage the size of the tribe, and then later on they can remove such a tool, because then it will serve no purpose anymore. But for now, it does serve a purpose. So, but we'll see. Is this a... Oh, yeah, investigate. Oh, no, that's a boulder. I thought it was a llama. All right, there we go. Let's go find the tribe that we have found here. Yep, let's greet them. Oh, where did they go? They disappeared. Special. I have to find my tribe again. There it is. Ah, there they are back. Alright, very good. Hello. Let's go greet them, get the extra people in. That will be nice. They're working really hard in the garden. See, they have a ton of work to do. We have way too many orders, but this gives them time to do it. And that gives me some time to go around finding other flowers. Hopefully not too far out, but you can never be too sure about that. Here we have sunflowers. We have garlic out here. And what I'd like to do is just simply check, do we have that already? No. So now that we've clicked it, it'll be added to our queue. See, now we can have the garlic. Do we have sunflowers yet? No. Now, sunflowers is nice, but we don't have a need for it. So I'm going to click it. Now it's added, but I'm not going to plant any of it, because simply we don't need it. But I do like the garlic. I do believe we have the pumpkins already. No, we don't have pumpkins too. Oh, interesting. All right. We'll tell them to get these in. I always prioritize these so that these get brought in and we can start to use them straight away. But now, it's most important that we find stuff like the marigold flower and such. They can really grow underneath all of this, so keeping a close eye on the ground while you go around trying to find those is handy. Here we have some beetroot, we have some more turmeric, but we already have that, so no bonus there. I see poppy flowers here. Also a flower we don't have yet. So let's make sure we get these poppies. And that's at least the poppies, and the garlic is something that we need to start planting soon. Because we did not have those yet, and we can really use them. And I don't see any marigolds at the moment. Trying to not to go too far from the tribe, so that they don't have to do too much walking. So yeah, there's our tribe. Let's go a little bit more like this. Ooh, there's elderberries. I don't think we have elderberries yet. Do we have elderberry? Yeah, we have an elderberry tree. Okay. What's this? Ginger. Well, we already have that, so that's of no use to us right now. Any other nice flowers around? Turmeric, but we already have that too. Not so much. Let's go a little bit more this way so that we stay in the around the tribe area. As you can see, the housing is over there now. And then, of course, they're now going to get the garlic and the pumpkins. So before they end up using it, it might be wise to go home so that we can start to plant it, as well as the poppies. But yeah, no marigolds so far. Alpaca carcass. Oh, that's free fur. You know what? Let's prioritize that one too. I'm not speeding up the game at the moment because I don't want to miss out on too much stuff, but we can actually just speed it up for now. Do we have grain yet? No. Right, that's also a thing to get then. I mean, this is 10 wheat, so that's nice. We can really use that too. Ooh, some free wool skin. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. We are on a fruit mission now, not something else. Do we have banana trees? No. These far from the village? Significantly. I'm going to leave those for a little while. We'll revisit that. We'll get to the banana trees. Oh, there's a lot of spears here that they need to pick up, because otherwise they won't count. And those are spears we already have, so why let them go to waste? Ooh, I see more garlic here. Nice. Oh, well, we have some more planting to do soon. Especially with the garlic and the poppies. Here we have the Echinacea. We have that already, so don't really have to do anything about that. No marigolds yet, though. And this is Mammoth Country, so this is where things get interesting. And also a bit tricky. See, there's a ton of mammoths here. We're going to hunt them at some point. Just not right now. Right now, I want to start filling out some of these beds. Let's go this way. What's that? Yeah, 500 orders out of the 230 that we can do max. But that's okay. Just a quick check, because yeah, here's the Echinacea. Okay, that's true then. Let's go with poppies. Let's start planting some poppies. So I'm now hovering slowly over the floor, keeping the mouse pressed. And then it just plants, so you don't have to click every time, you can just hover around. That should do the same thing. It's a bit more tricky to plant a little bit in straight lines then, but it's still fine. I mean, this way we get plenty of poppies planted, so that's great. And I mean, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I like it when there's a little bit of differences. I also like it that the plants rotate so that you get little differences there. It can also be a little bit of a pain, because then They might just rotate in such a way that you can't place them close to the fencing or anything. But, well, if those are the real issues of the game, then that's fine. See, they're coming in to start planting them already. But now you can see if we do some rotation, we can add some plants in this area. There we go. I wonder if we have enough planters, though, to do all the planting. There's a sweet spot here where we can actually plant it. See, there it is. Well, at least this should do the trick for these flowers. That generates a ton. Ooh, we need some mulching. Prioritize. Let's get the mulching done. This is all turmeric, I think, or is it ginger? Oh, flax. That's the flax. Oh, good. Alright, that's the poppies. Then we need to start planting some garlic. But garlic now needs, as you can see, a ton of space. There's something wrong with that. I thought this would be a relatively easy fix. But apparently it's a quite hard fix because they're taking their sweet time fixing this. So, yeah, it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. Other than just plant a few and then hope at some point that they will actually do some sort of a fix to make it so that we can finally plant some normal garlic, because this is just so annoying all the time. So I'm only going to plant these now. And then do another row right here. And that's going to be it. And then once ready, I think once it's fixed, we can fill this up with extra garlic. So at least that should be the idea. But I have no clue if and when they will fix this. That's the tough part. Alright, still busy though. But I think, is the amount of jobs going down? 565. Not really. We're giving them a ton of new orders with all the planting. That's probably part of it. How many? Ooh. Ooh. We have some injured people. Okay, well, should be okay. Planting. 13 have planting. Let's get some more planters, since that is a big part of what we do. I also want some more mulchers, because that is also going to be a big part of what we do. Bone carving, don't care. Tree felling. Oh, we don't have any sapiens capable of doing a new job, so this is okay. Yeah, we'll leave it as it is right now. And I think we do have a ton of food ready anyways. Oh, we have some mammoth meat. Are we also cooking mammoth meat at the moment? I don't think so. Oh yeah, we are. They just need to light this, and we have to prioritize it, so let's make sure these all get lit up. We have plenty of firelighters, so that should not be the issue. We have plenty of sticks. And as soon as this is lighted up, we can make more meat. Although we still have 13 cooked mammoth meat, so that's all good. It's just that with the amount of orders that we gave them, a lot of stuff will take a lot of time. But it will be okay. And we should have a lot of beds ready here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 16. So 4 times 8, I think. Yeah. 32 beds in here. Then we should have a couple ready here, maybe? No, none. Okay. So this is 32 beds. We have 50 sapiens, so that means we need another 18. And that should be in here. So everybody should have a sleeping place. It's just a matter of they all have to reach it. Right. Harvesting the beetroots is now a possibility. So probably a few of the orders are now no longer being done because of the lighting. Yes. That means that they can carry on with some of the closer orders though, which is good. Let's keep that up. This guy seems to be crazy. Is he attacking me or? Oh, there's spears. Okay. We'll just let him be for now. We might attack him later. I guess now we have to wait for everybody to go to sleep and catch up on some of the work that we've been doing. because we have been doing a lot of work. It's just a matter of having them actually finish it. We do have berries now, but this is not going to be enough if our tribe keeps growing. So we will need more of these bushes at some point. So one of the things we can do, of course... Ah, somebody died of old age. Well, at least he lived long enough to grow old, which is good. But one thing we can do is work on this already. Get this sorted. And one of the things that I'm thinking of is doing it this way. No. So rotate it and get like this. Yes, then press Alt so that it doesn't... It isn't built yet, but it's prepared. And then we can do 2 more big rows of these plants in here so that we get more bushes. And then we can continue the garden on this side. So this will be one big garden area. And then we might also end up with a food storage building up here, maybe. I think that will be nice. A special building just for the food storage. And we might just start to work on it, since we have a ton of logs and planks. So we don't have logs anymore. We have a ton of split logs, though. Have we planted trees yet? No. Oh, that's a big... Oh, yeah, we have. I couldn't believe that I hadn't planted any trees. And it's true. We did plant trees. Alright. We'll just have to wait for them to grow. How are we on the hay? 151. We get in some more logs, so they're doing those jobs now, too. I want to get rid of these coconut trees at some point, so let's get rid of the coconuts and then get rid of those trees. And it might be worth it just filling this up with coconut trees. Elderberry trees, then maybe a big portion of banana trees. I think that will be good too, so... could actually leave one opening here. And then get going like this. So that we... size off the garden a bit more. Now this guy's threatening this person and now he's running through the garden. So you, mammoth, have sealed your own fate by attacking me. We have to get rid of this guy. If you would just go away and leave me alone, that would be nice. Much appreciated. But now we have to hunt him. It is what it is. Because you're attacking me. Now, because we have so many orders, not all orders can be done. But on the other hand, I don't see any orange actual orders anymore. So apparently they are able to do all the orders now. So that could mean that a ton of the orders that we had are now simply skipped. Or basically completely done, so we don't have to worry about those anymore. That's good news. Then we just get a ton of work done. We do have 52 Sapiens now, though, so that has a nice touch to it. Had a child, learned a skill. We have a few sick. We have people that are not really sleeping in the village, apparently. We take distance into account. Where are you? Alright. You know, hunting. Okay. Sometimes you have to check if they are close enough to the village to come back. If not, that could be the issue. And look at this ones. These are just laying here. And because they're injured, they're not getting into a bed. And therefore, they're not good. So you can manually click them, tell them to walk here, force them to do that. They usually will. And then they might seek out a bed and go lay in bed. And then once we have all the plants that we needed for medicine, we can start pottery. We can start making or discovering the medicine and then making the medicine. And then we might be able to heal them up at some point. But it's just a bit too early for that right now. So we won't be doing that. But look at this. They're doing a great job in the garden, harvesting everything and then putting it in. They're also done with all the mulching that I told them to do. I think we could tell them now to harvest the turmeric roots so that we can plant those. And then most of the planting will soon be done. They can harvest these. No more orders again that they can't do a certain job. Now we see 486 out of the 240 orders. Yeah, so now we are at the max again. But with the planting, that should soon disappear. 20 spears, 20 hatchets, so they should now work on pickaxes. We have no hammers yet, so that's not going to work out, but that'll be later. They're doing some digging here apparently already. Or at least he's learning the trade. We've got some trees chopped. These are growing, which they wish they would mature. On one hand, I'm happy with the fact that you can't see how far a tree is, so it's a surprise. And on the other hand, it would be nice if we could just see how far a tree is and if we are getting ready to chop it already. So it's a bit of a two-way thing. On one hand, I'm happy, and on the other hand, I would like some more information so that I can see how long I have to wait for the tree to be ready. 4, 5, 6. Alright, we'll leave 6 openings. And then out here, we're going to make a big food storage. How do we do that? Well, this is just the outline. And then what I will do with some logs, we'll place some logs here. On the outside. And then on top we should do flooring. Although I highly doubt that that is possible at the moment, because we might just have to do some building, but not real building like this. So you keep Alt pressed. That works. Then it's not being built, but it's getting ready. And now we should be able to probably need to do 2 more. It's always a bit special, the whole building thing, but there we go. Can we now place this the way I want to place it? Not even now. Oh boy. Well, then we do it like this. Can we do that? Yes. All right. 1, 2. Now we should be able to build the big one. Like this. Yes. 1, 2, 3. And now we remove all that we've placed here that we don't actually want. And rotate this so that all the flooring faces the same direction. There we go. Okay, that's a start. Then I want it to be like this. On 2 sides. So that they have multiple ways to get on top here. Or when they come out of the garden and have to store their goods. Yeah, we can remove all of these now because we're not going to use any of these crafting stations, of course. It was just for the measurements. Yep, this is where they're going to get on. So they placed the logs. They're going to build the flooring now. Yeah, that log is still there, but we need a few more logs, otherwise they can't make that. And then on top here, I think a food storage, especially in these days, should always be off ground, so it should be in the air. So this is going to be an in-air food storage. They can walk around the outside here when they get in. There'll be 2 entrances to the food storage. And then it might be multiple layers, multiple stories, so that we get a pretty big food storage. And then all of this has to go. And then I think underneath, what we can do is make something of a sitting area so that they can sit dry underneath the food storage. So that all the workers that actually work there have a place to sit. And should probably even put a campfire underneath just so that they have some warmth. And another thing we desperately need now is these trees to all grow. Well, the first 2 have grown, so maybe these will all come up soon too, so that we can get a ton of logs for more wood. Oh boy, we're going to need a lot of wood for this. Tribe's pretty stable, around 50, which is okay. I don't mind that. They're busy planting. Great job. Keep doing that. You can hear them talk. I know they do say some swear words apparently, because Akudo kept telling me. I've never heard it yet, so maybe if we stay zoomed in for a while, we might hear a swear word. Although, I don't know what they say, so it might be hard to find out the swear word. I believe Akudo told us that the swear word will be something like Bakala or something. So maybe we can focus on if we can hear that or not. Alright, that is just the R, so hover over it, hit R, and they will remove it. We have to remove some stuff in order to have all the room that we need to plant. Did they already harvest these? No. You know what? I'm going to prioritize this because I want to get rid of these trees, as well as this one. The sooner they're gone, the more space we have and the clearer we can see. Like right now, I think these are in the way of a clear view. They're going to sleep. Why? Where are you going? Oh, is he in a bed now? I hope so. Should be. Alright, looks like everybody has a place to sleep, so nobody's sleeping outside. Good. Did we kill that one mammoth that I told them to kill? Yet they did. Alright, let's gather it for meat and, of course, for the wool skin. Let's gather these spears. I don't want to have those out of the village. We have all the hatchets and spears, and we're getting more pickaxes. We have some dried flax now, so that they can turn that into flax twine. We have some twine now, so yep, that's working out. We have soil here. I think we have plenty of compost. Yep, 17 is. I mean, it's not like we have 100 compost ready, but this is good enough for now. We don't need any more, so no worries there. Yep, they're planting. Oh, the poppies have already grown. Let's harvest some poppies so we can plant some more. And do the same with the ginger. Having a garden this size is a ton of work, especially when you're still in the planting phase. Once that is ready, we can just let everything grow and wait until it's matured and ready and done, and we don't have to do anything with it anymore. So that's the good news about it. But to get to that point, that takes up a lot of your sapiens and a lot of work. But I can guarantee you it's worth it. Maintaining a good garden, especially once you have to get into the medicines and stuff, it's very handy to have a ton of this stuff right at your fingertips, where you can just easily harvest it and make sure that it all works. It'll be a life savior to have a very good garden. And especially if they have all the stuff planting skills and such ready, you can see how quickly it can go. And these will already have all the flowers soon, so the echinacea is done soon. And one of the things of this game, of course, is micromanagement. That's a big thing. That's what we're going to jump into soon. But right now, I want to also store all the flowers inside our food storage up here. So I'm not going to set that all up in here somewhere and do all of the micromanagement and naming, while I already know that we're going to move it in here. Only thing I want to keep here is the meat. All else will go into the food storage at some point. So we'll just leave it there and wait for it to be ready. But now, yeah, we need split logs and logs to finish this. So that'll be a focus soon. Luckily, they harvested all the stuff in here. So let's take out all of these coconut trees. And look at this. This is getting ready. I want them all to be ready, and then we start chopping trees here, I think. Or why wait? Why wait? Let's just chop and replant. I'm going to focus on these now. We do have a few choppers. Not too many. We have only 5 on tree felling, so there's only 5 that will now go here and start the tree felling. So the rest can still do all the other jobs that they were already doing. So prioritizing that will not be too much of an issue. And getting the food storage up will be a very convenient thing. So I will actually start working on the food storage a bit more, but without actually building something. So I keep Alt pressed so that we can set the outline of this. I need 2 doors. So one of the things I'm going to do is place this one in here and this one right there. And do the same here. One here, one there. And then the doors can go in the middle. Which are these? That's it. So the people can come up, they can go in. Here's the storage. And then we need some railing, of course, otherwise it will look a bit weird. I'm keeping Alt pressed every time I place some of these structures because I don't want them to build them yet. Later on, we will just select them all and have them all build. But right now, it's just nice for planning purposes, so we have actually planned it all, and then that will look good. But yeah, they're still busy making sure that we get all of this in. Now, this works, though, because the... see, there's the logs from the carve and make sounds. Oh, we could actually do a research there. Let's go and do that. Yeah. Let's carve and make sounds. Who's gonna do that? Should be a few kids or something that can do that. Maybe if we do... Yep, he's gonna do it. Let's get another one. I want them to do this quickly so that we have another research ready. There we go. 3 people. That will get the drums. That will lead to music. And some of our villagers might be happy if we can play them some music. So that is actually a good thing. They're doing all the digging here. Look at this. They flattened out the land. Perfect. We find a lot of rocks. Not that we need the rocks, but at least they found them. They chopped all the trees here. Look at how clear this looks now. This is great. I love it. Doing some digging out here too. Oh, we need some mulching. And mulching is important, so let's prioritize it. Alright. All the echinacea or echinacea is planted. All the aloe is planted and ready. All of the turmeric planted and ready. Poppies, not so much. Garlic, not so much. But we can plant a few, harvest a few garlic, and then we have 5 plants ready. We have 5 places to plant, so that will make the garlic ready. I think we can get a long way with the ginger, and we can get a long way with the beetroots. So, yeah. That'll make the garden in a whole new zone. Almost ready. Nice. Right, this is ready with the digging. This is chopping. Well, these are very nice, good, hardworking, brave Sapiens. They do an amazing job at this point. I think the limit is set to 52 split logs. So yeah, they still have some work to do. It's fine though. We'll leave them to it. What's this? Echinacea, we have that, so no worries there. Sometimes plants spawn up, so it can be interesting to keep your eyes open. If all of a sudden, you know, the marigold flower or something pops up around your town, might just happen, so just going out and about pretty close to where you started, you can be like, oh, that plant wasn't there before, and then all of a sudden it is there, and you can harvest it and get it growing. Especially with the marigolds, I would be thrilled to find those all of a sudden. Don't think that'll happen, but any rocks. Alright, let's get some extra rocks into town. That's never a bad thing. This is flint. Nice, but I don't really... Well, you know, we can do the flint too. Let's get the flint. Some small rocks. At least we have people that can't do certain jobs that can definitely go out and get rocks. So that'll be a handy job for them. Here's just the beetroots and the aloe and stuff that we already found and have. So no worries there. Play. Believe that injuries become critical. Apparently we only have one seriously injured anymore. So that's already bonus. I mean... We had a lot of seriously injured, but that's all healing up. Yeah, the garden is still worked. We can see some seeds laying around where they are going to do some planting. Oops. Let's select the hexagon here and start mulching. But the gingers, yeah, lots of gingers can be planted. Beetroots almost ready, and they mostly can be planted. Echinacea ready, flax ready. Well, that's where the work really pays off. Not interested in sunflowers. We can already see that we have quite some flowers here. See, echinaceas. There's a ton of echinaceas that we are not using. How much hay do we have? 200. Oh, that's good. Kind of wish they would. Oh, there they are now chopping here. Perfect. They're doing good jobs. Now, I think they were busy getting the drums out. Yeah, we don't have music yet. I wonder, since I don't see anybody sitting here making a drum, are they done already? Making the drum is one thing. Learning how to play it will actually generate the music. So, could be that we just find some drums out here, but we don't. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know where they are then, and taking them to actually learn it. Yeah, I don't see any drums. Now, we've stored wheat here. But yeah, we need to get into clay first in order to do something with that. So that's not going to happen soon. But I think, especially on the garden, we made quite a bit of progress. It is hard to measure the progress sometimes in the game. Because yeah, we have a lot more plants that we have now and they're all ready. And that's good. We are working on the storage area now. That's handy. We've made a couple of extra beds in here because of the wool skin. As you can see, they're all sleeping here now. That was the first one that's ready, but I think we've created a few beds in here. See, there's a few beds created in here too, so they can sleep in there too on a wool skin bed. I need to do some more hunting of alpacas though for a lot more wool skin. We get some babies in now. Look at that, 4 kits born. Now there comes the baby boom. I guess we have plenty of food now, so that'll be one of the things that happens then. You get a little baby boom. It's okay, but... Oh, they're going to pick up the stones. Nice. Picking up a lot of logs and stuff here. Also nice. And handy. That they will bring those in for the construction works. So that's good. I don't see anybody actually working on the instruments any... Oh, this is floating on the water. Okay. So I guess they are done with making drums. Can we find... It's probably called a wooden drum. Or something like that. A log drum. It's called a log drum. See, we have a log drum somewhere. So they learned how to make it. All we need to do now is find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let's learn to play it so we can find out music. There we go. Ah, that went fast. Good. That's fixed. Alright, bringing in more stuff here. Oh, they're bringing in sticks. Wow. Oh, they're chopping these. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's plant a few coconut trees then. Five, 6. I mean, this is all free food. It takes a while for them to grow. But with our growing tribe, we're going to need increasing amounts of food. And this will be a good way to get increasing amounts of food. But we have to do the same also with the elderberries. To maintain what we have. So... And then we might skip to maybe some bananas or something. Now this looks like a ton of jobs, but this is actually not too many. This should be okay. And if we harvest all of these, we should get multiple elderberries from one tree. So this can be done relatively fast. I just don't think we have enough coconuts at this point, but we can just harvest these. And then we have enough coconuts. They can also eat a few. But look how quickly they can plant if they manage the skill. So This is a pretty small garden expansion for what we actually have. All right, let's harvest some ginger. Wow, we have a ton of ginger already. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. And we have 28 cooked mammoth meat ready. We have 73 alpaca meat. So food-wise, only just with the meat we're good already. 56 sapiens now. 53 planks, 51 logs. So I think... I wish I could just make a selection now and tell them to make all of this. But I think it's time to hit a few ones so that they can start to build all of this now. And start working on the storage here. Nice. That also means that we can actually put down the storage areas. Four times 4, 16 storage areas. Should we set them up? Well, we can try. We could just go by food and then start with beetroots and then start to set this up. The only problem is it doesn't have a roof yet. But I think with the amount of stuff that we have, we can do that pretty quickly. We're going to put in all the actual fruits and stuff. So not the meat, coconuts, not the meat and not the... not that kind of thing, but only the actual food. So elderberries can go in. And then I'm going to start with the food. And then later on we can put the flowers and stuff. But I think I want to have them one floor up. I have to consider how we're going to get one floor up though. So that might be something. But that'll be for later thought. Because I think we can still do that from the outside if we want to, for instance. Alright, we are at garlic. Ginger roots, gooseberries. Gooseberries. I don't know if they're actually storing stuff already, but... Oh, yeah, they stored the coconuts in here. Oopsie. Alright, gooseberries. This is all not to eat. Pumpkins. I don't think we have pumpkins, but... Well, we did find a few, but we haven't planted them yet, so... Right, pumpkins is in there. There we go. So we are at the P from pumpkins. Then we get to raspberries. As you can see, it doesn't take too much time to set it up right now. And if you know the alphabet, we can now just click R. We'll skip to raspberries straight, and then we can keep going. Yes, wheat should be in here. Although, I'm not sure if we're actually going to keep it in here, but for now we will. Because the wheat needs to be turned into the bread and stuff, so that might be something. We are at wheat now. So yeah, we have most of the foods now stored in this one, which is great. We'll leave it as it is. Did I miss something? I don't think so. And then on the next floor, we will do another type of food. What we could do for that is basically remove a storage so that we leave room for stairs. So I'm going to remove that storage. Then we should build some flooring now that it is set up. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Then we can set up stairs. Why isn't that working? Because it should be... Oh, I probably have to remove 2 storages then if I want to do this. Yep, now it works. Oh, I think we can actually keep the storage that was underneath here. Can we? No, we can't. Alright, so 2 storages have to go. Yeah, this is just not looking how I want it to go. Interesting. Can we do the short stairs? Yeah, but that's not getting better. Although, I have an idea. I just don't think we can hook the short stairs onto each other. Let me think. We haven't set up these storages anyway, so let's just remove these. See what we can do with this. I need to make some flooring already. Right here. Because this will be the piece where we will be making the stairs anyway. And then we can do a short piece of stairs that attaches to this. And then... Oh man, this is always so tough. I should have done this before I did all the inside jobs. Because this is going basically the wrong direction, yes. Let's go... Let's remove this floor. Can't remove yet, that's fine, I can do that later. Let's get rid of this. And then we'll do some work and try to get the stairs fixed. I think that'll be cool. But that's something that I have to think about, and that leaves me to a perfect moment to end this episode. We've made quite the progress, but we're in a long way from having a self-sufficient, great society here. But we get there. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to it. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.